Allen, and I think I know most of you guys. I see some new faces, but I'm excited to start this master class with you guys because there's so many people who have just started the business, are brand new. So this is going to help you, and then also people who are just seeing great momentum within their team. So it's going to help keep us all accountable. I started almost 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. It's wild. And we just started seeing amazing results within our family. Like, our kids started sleeping by using the oils. I was like, how is this real? Like, why didn't I know about this when my kids were babies? And we started just being able to take care of them naturally and support their immune systems whenever they had like a cough or runny nose, and just really kick it out so that they were healthy and it didn't turn into anything worse. So just help their bodies do its job and help me have energy and I love peace and calming and lavender to help me have peace and get a good night's sleep so that I can be the best mother for my kids. And then we also love them. I have a 16-year-old daughter, so we love the hormone oils for this time of our life. But anyway, so that's just a little bit about me. So we saw great results. I started sharing with friends because you can't keep this stuff to yourself. And within 90 days, we started receiving $1,000 a month, every month, residual income. And we also qualified for the Young Living Silver Retreat trip, which you guys have to go on that. Hit Silver and go. They pay for everything. They spoil you, and you get to go to the Mona, Utah farm. There's like lavender everywhere. The mountains are behind you. You stay in these resorts in Park City. It is just gorgeous. And you get to hang out with all the Young Living people and executives. Amazing trip. So you guys have to go. And then within a year, we hit the rank of platinum, which the average income is about $15,000 a month, guys. And which is so wild because I never thought that I would make anything like over maybe $2,000 a month. I would be happy. So this is and be able to still be home with my family and not have a job just control me and where I couldn't take care of my kids and stuff. So definitely has surprised me. It's not what I expected. And we're working on the rank of diamond, which the average income for diamond is about $30,000 a month. So wild that we have this amazing product that works, that is from a company that has so much integrity, and the quality of it is above anything else that I've ever found. And then we get to also participate in the opportunity and have a residual income. And that can be as little as just sharing with a couple of people and getting your oils free every month. Or if you want to do it and replace your income, or replace, your whole household's income, or whatever you want to do, you can have that opportunity to do it. So today's going to be really a big overview of what we do Dani Johnson's system, because she went from homeless with $2 in her bank account to making $2,000 her first week in business, and then to being a multimillionaire running several businesses. We have been using her stuff for almost 2 years now, and it works. Like, everything that I've gotten tested out to see if it works or if she's just a bunch of hype, because I like to know for myself. I want to see results. It works, guys. So tonight I'm going to give you a big overview of her system and how it works. And then at the end, I really want to open up questions, because I have people like Kelly Allison, who is a gold leader. She's going to help do videos. Also want to hear from you guys. If you want to share about something that you're doing, maybe you're an expert, or just, even if you don't consider yourself an expert, but if you're getting results like with social media or a certain class you're doing, like, we would love to hear from you guys. And just kind of do work as a team. And as we are all sharing, we're going to be able to get more ideas and really grow. So after today, and after you do your homework, I want you guys to schedule a call with me, and let's do like a quick 15-minute, just really intense call to answer any questions you may have, or may help you just narrow down your plan, to doing the business. And the goal of this masterclass is not to take up a bunch of your time. Hopefully, like what we give you every week will only take about an hour, maybe. And it's not going to be something where you have to do this for 6 weeks, learn all this stuff, and then start your business. That's not what we want. We don't want to slow you down. We want you to be able to just hit the ground running and still continue to work your business and hopefully grow in the process, especially right now. Right now is the best time to really put in with your business because it's the fall and everybody is wanting to know, what can I use for my kids to keep them healthy, or what can I do for me to keep me healthy? So now's a great time. You definitely want to like push play every day. That is one of the things that really helps me, keeps me focused and learning. We have the Paradise Wellness Team group. And so if you look, I think it's under announcements, they've kind of changed some things up. And let me see if I can change this around. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, they've changed some things around, and it's under announcement. There's like a step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 7 steps. Go on there and follow those steps. And whenever you get people started, that's where you want to send them so that they know what to do and can get started right away and they're not just guessing. So I hope y'all filled out that survey. If you haven't filled out the survey, you want to do that. Put that on your list to do after this call. And it's just going to give me some ideas of where you guys are at. And that way I can really do some research and make sure I'm bringing to you guys what you need during this master class over the next 6 to 7 weeks. All right, so we have two kinds of people in this group. The first kind of person has just gotten started. So you really haven't figured out what to do next. And if you got someone started, you wouldn't know like where to direct them to. So hopefully this will really help you just come up with a simple steps, and that way you're not out there just searching, because there's so much information out there, and spending all your time trying to figure everything out. We want to really narrow it down for you and keep it simple. The second kind of person already has a team, and you are realizing, since you don't have maybe a good system for your business, your business is starting to run you. And so you might sign up 10 people, and then all of a sudden you have 10 people asking you questions. And then it takes you away from what you did in the beginning to get going, and that is talking to people who haven't heard about oils, or talking to people who haven't started the business. So the goal is to help you have a simple system and a place to plug your people into so that you can go and do what is important, and that is sharing with people who haven't heard about oils or hasn't started the business and may be interested in the opportunity. So that's what that is how you're going to just continue to grow. It's always talking to those people. And there's so many people who don't have oils and need them, who are dealing with different sicknesses. So we want to make sure that they get helped. So we want to have a smooth system to help answer all of these questions that you may have. And we want to help you get that system set up for especially people who are brand new to oils. They don't know how to use them. Just have a smooth system for them to plug into and start using their oils right away. We don't want them to put it in a closet and forget about it, because that's not good. All right, so whenever, okay, so for your homework this week, you want to make sure that you set business hours. So for some of us who don't work full time, this can be hard for us, because we're like, oh, I have all the time in the world, so I can just do it whenever. But then we end up doing nothing because we have all the time in the world to do it. So, and then for people who work 40, 50 hours a week, you really have to be like intentional with, okay, I'm going to work an hour a day on Young Living, and it's going to be at this time, and this is what I'm going to do. So you want to set business hours, no matter if it's 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, and set what you're going to do. Income producing activities, things that are going to grow your business, whether it's like setting a class, or, which we'll talk more about that later, or reaching out to people and inviting them. You really have to lead by example, because whatever you do, your team is going to duplicate. So you want to make sure that you're active in everything you do this month. Today, you'll see in 90 days a result. So when we slack off and we're not doing much, then in 90 days, we really start seeing our team get quiet and our check can drop. But the exciting thing is that you can really gain massive momentum if you're being active and consistent every day and doing classes. You want your check to grow. You don't want it to drop. So that's another reason why I'm excited about doing this and doing like weekly Zooms, because this will help us stay plugged in, stay on track, and we will be rewarded in 90 days in our check and within recognition and hitting those ranks and everything. So our focus will be on what makes you money, which is getting new members, getting people on Essential Rewards, and helping people take advantage of the business opportunity that Young Living has. And then when you get one person started and they start teaching their one person, and then it just keeps going and duplicating. So it snowballs pretty quick if you stick it out. The one thing that you want to do is help people make $100 like as soon as possible, because that's really when they're going to see, oh, this works and I'm getting a check. So they're going to be excited and they're going to want to continue on with you. So one thing I try to do is if someone is interested and they're serious, the best way is for them the quickest way has been for us is just do a home party, do a class about the oils, have them invite some people that they would like to share with, whether it's, moms or their family, whoever may be interested or dealing with some health issues that could really use an answer and a solution to their issues. So this system that we're going to do, it's going to get people trained really fast. So people are going to do what they want to do, right? So they're either going to do this or they're not. And I was just talking to someone about this earlier, because it's so true. We can't make anybody do it, and we don't want people to feel pressured to do this business. That is sometimes people don't want to get started because they feel that pressure and they feel like, okay, well, Lorraine's all over me to have a class, and if I don't do this, her future depends on me having a class. We want to take all that pressure off, and we want them to know that we're just helping them. And so this system really turns that around, where you're just there to help them, and when they're ready to do it, they will. Because some people aren't ready. They may sign up, buy a whole bunch of products, and tell you, they want to do this, but they're not always ready to do it. Sometimes they need to just check it out, see how things work, and just sit back and watch a little bit before they're really ready to dive in. And so we just want to be there whenever they're ready and not pressure them. So that's what I love about this system, because it takes all that out. And it makes it fun, because this should be fun. It should be enjoyable. This is my nights out when I get to hang out with my friends and we talk about oils. So we want to make sure we keep that and keep the pressure away. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go through. Let me see if I can screen share with you guys. And we're going to go over Danny Johnson's $1 Million System. Let me see if I can play this. See how this works. I'm like learning as I do this, so I hope that's okay. All right, also in a few weeks while this is loading, we are doing a rally, and that is so important because whenever your people get introduced to other people who are doing this and they're meeting people who are seeing results and getting a check, that is just going to build their confidence in this and really help. So make sure that you have that date saved, October 6th. And if you want to invite anybody new, let me know and I will get you a, what happened? I will get you a code so you can get them in free. All right, so we're going to walk through these 7 steps. Not too deep, but over the next few weeks, we'll go over them in more depth. So the first step is expose. So this is where everyone really needs to decide how they're going to get exposure and what they're going to do. You want to pick one way to do this. You want to either do, maybe you do social media, or you want to go with your warm market, which is like your family and friends, or you want to go cold market. You can buy leads. You can do, there's a flyer system where you can go put flyers out, and we'll go over that later. But that way you can teach your team to do the same. So if someone that you sign up, they ask you, okay, how are you getting people? And you just tried 5 different ways of exposure, you're not necessarily going to know what to tell them. You want to figure out what gets results and then just stick with that. And that way it's easy to duplicate and they can just follow your system and not overwhelm them. Okay, and then second, initial contact. So this is where you get objections. And this is what's going to set up your close. So a lot of people are like, I don't know, I need to work on closing, but really it goes back to your initial contact with them, and it's going to determine their willingness to come to a presentation, or maybe we're going to talk about later how you can, if you're getting like certain objections or you're not getting them to show up, we'll go back to your initial contact and see what's going on, just figure that out. And then this is also where, let me see if I can show you. This is where the script books, this is a supplemental one, but there's also another one that says script books. That's where these are going to come in handy. They come with CDs. You want to make sure you listen to the CDs, and you want to make sure you get both books, because a supplemental book talks about every objection you can think of. Like, I need to talk to my husband, or I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, whatever it is, like this book covers it, which makes it so awesome. It teaches you how to really verify or qualify the objection, because sometimes people are just giving you an objection because they don't know if it will work for them. And so that will train you on how to maybe just share a story about someone else it's worked for, and how to just easily overcome those. So that's your initial contact. And where you really set up your close is in that. All right, and then your presentation. So this is like a lost art for our industry. And really, if you can master a good presentation, that's going to set you apart from others and really help you grow your business. So I'm really thinking about committing to doing like this same presentation every week, like doing it live, either on social media or in person, because that is one area I want to make sure that I am just doing it so much that I memorize it and become good at it, and I'm not like stumbling over my words. So this is one skill you really want to just really work on. And you want to do, because you want to do your own presentations. Sometimes, people, you'll be talking to a friend and then you'll send them to like someone else's video or website. And it really just dishonors your friend, because you're the best person to talk to them. You're going to be able to answer their questions. You know them, you know what they're probably dealing with, and you're going to be able to answer or ask them the right questions so that you can direct them to the right products or the right tools. So you really want to make sure that this is just something you work on. It does not have to be perfect, because I'm telling you, I've done so many presentations and I have not mastered this one yet, but that is my goal for the next year, is to just master presentations. All right, then you have the closing. So this happens at the initial contact, like I was saying earlier, and then it will just make your closing so easy. You basically are just asking them where they want to get started, what they liked about the product after the presentation. So it's really, closing is like the easiest thing. You're just asking them. All the work is done in the initial contact, the presentation, and closing. You just ask them where they want to get started. And I love how Deborah, I was talking to her earlier, she was like, she heard something that she was listening to, and it said, quit holding on to people's purse strings and let them decide what they want to do. Like sometimes we think, oh, they can't afford it or they don't want to spend that much money. We need to just let go and let them decide. And I thought that was so good. So closing's good. That will be in your script books. And then we will like custom, these script books are wrote for any business. So I'm going to customize them so that you know how to close them, like with Young Living, and really work with that. So it's not confusing. All right, then you follow up. So follow up sometimes goes along with the next step. You want to follow up with people, whether they say yes or no. This is really important. So even if they say no, they can send you referrals, because they're probably going to run into somebody who may want oils or needs them. And you want them to think of you whenever they do, so that they can refer you. And then activate. The best thing you can do for someone's success is get them moving and making some money, like we talked about earlier. So this is really critical and an absolute must. Like we try to make them $100 like within the first week, by just getting a class booked. And when they do a class, well, I do classes because classes work. That's how I do my exposure. You can pick whatever works best for you, but classes gives them the opportunity to learn more about the oils, so that they use their oils, and that they're going to want to order more, because they're going to have things that they want to deal with. And then also gives them the opportunity to earn some oils for free. So then duplication, well, this comes with time, and you'll want to, so you'll have to spend a little bit of time with people and really get them trained, really help them out. I do like the 3-class training system. So I do their first class for them, then we tag team the second one, and then they're pretty much doing the third one on their own. But in the beginning, it's so important to really stay in contact with your people, and just make sure that all their questions are answered. They know what to do. They know the steps. And then we'll also talk about during this masterclass, like how to build your team wide and then go deep as well. And it's 2 different strategies. So if you go deep, there are people on here that are like 15 levels down, but that is what creates a stable business, is whenever you go deep, and loyalty. And then wide is the people that you're signing up that are really close to you in levels. And so that's where you make like your fast money. So we'll talk about that more later, and how to really create that stability. And then let's see, let me go back to this. Leadership development comes with time. So this is when I would say, like, a leadership, you have gotten that whenever this is when you can enroll someone. You can help them learn how to enroll other people, and then you get them a check. And then also we go to First Steps to Success, which there's one in October we're going to. The second weekend, several of us on our team are going. She has those every 6 to 8 weeks, so you can go to one. And that will just help strengthen your skills and your leadership as you grow a massive team. Let's see. All right, so let's talk about exposure real quick. So these are the ways that you're going to want to pick one: more market, So that's your home presentation, getting around your kitchen table, teaching about oils, or going to someone else's house. And then you can make a list of resources. So a list of resources would be like family and friends that you want to share with, that you know that this could bless, or maybe someone that you want to do the business with, that y'all love to work together. You always have fun. You definitely want them on your list. We will write, like, if you really thought hard, you could probably do a list of 2,000 people, because they say, like 2,000 people by the time you're, I think, 20 or something like that. But this is thinking about everybody, like the people you see every week when you go grocery shopping, or, wherever you are when you're out and about. So you put all of them on your list. And then as you sign people up, it's fun to just check them off. And then you don't take them off your list unless they are like, no, they won't come to, they say no to the oils or whatever. Then you can take them off. And then also, so cold leads, you can buy cold leads. It's a lot harder, and you really have to have like a good skill of building that relationship really fast over the phone. And then you can do lukewarm leads. So we have done like flyers. You can, there's a whole training system over that. So if you want to do this, just message me. I'll get you the training. But you put out flyers, they call, and then there's a script that you go through to get them to a presentation or to meet you. Or you can also just like send them a video if you want to make a video. And then whenever you're like out and about, just meeting people, like when you're in Walmart, in line, waiting to check out, just starting a conversation, that would be your lukewarm leads. And then there's social media. Like, we usually have a ton of friends. You want to be careful how you do social media. You don't want to be one of those people who are like, you can make $1 million. You don't have to do anything. Just sign up, be on my team. Like, that's kind of, we don't want to do that. There is a right and a wrong way to do that. But if you're great at social media, there's so many different things that you could do with that. And there are people on our team that do awesome at social media. All right, so this is just the overview of kind of what we're going to do and help you walk through this. So you're going to, let me see. I wonder how much time we have. All right, I want to show you, okay, so your homework is to make sure that you fill out your survey. I want to get that from everybody. Let me see if I can pull it up. Set your business hours and schedule a call with me so that we can go over, make a plan, like whatever you're thinking, and I can support you, answer any questions that you may have. Supplies that you need to do the business. You really want a dust reference that has all the products in it and tells you how to use them, goes over like different, very detailed and different things that people may be dealing with. Healing Oils of the Bible has like all the Bible references and science behind the oils. So that's a great book. And then you want to get both script books. All right, so let's go over, I don't know if all of y'all have seen the income disclosure, but I wanted to go over it really fast. So for, this is just like the average income. And so for the first rank that's really exciting is silver. And the average income for silver is $2,200 a month. And so that's whenever you have 10,000 overall volume and you have 2 people at 4,000 underneath you, and then 1,000 outside of that. And that's when they send you on the trip. And even if you don't sign up anybody ever again, you still have a residual income. So you're going to get paid like 3% on your overall volume. So that's why silver is so exciting. And that is what you want to build towards first. And then Royal Crown Diamond is the top rank, which is the average income is $152,000 a month, which is crazy. So we have one friend who taught one class a month, and she went from the rank of silver to Royal Crown Diamond in 2 years using a script that I like to use called Dr. Mom. Y'all may have seen it or not, but she used that script. She has 15 kids, and so she could only teach one class a month, and she would hand that script to like people she signed up, and they may do more than one class a month, but she just did one. So I just wanted to say, like, that's pretty wild. Let me see if I can get out of this. Okay. Let me stop this. Okay, so just say, I love this saying because it's like, what if you are the stupidest person in the room or the city or state, and you try her once a month model and you fail it by 90%? At 90% failure rate, you would still be making $14,000 a month, and that is failing Royal Crown Diamond by 90%. And then what if it took you 20 years, or it could take you only 3 years to do? That's still $14,000 a month. Would it be worth it to stick with it? So what would your life look like, and what could you do if you had 14,000 extra dollars a month residual income? How nice would that be? What would you get to do that has been on your bucket list for your the desires of your heart? How much, debt could you pay off? Just think about that tonight and write down some things that you would want to do, because it's totally possible. I see people do it every month, hitting in their ranks and growing their teams because they're just consistent. So, all right, I want to ask you guys to give me some feedback. So we really want to brainstorm with you guys and know, like, what topics are you really wanting to hear more of? Are you wanting to know how to do like fall classes? So I'm going to open it up and just unmute yourself and give me some topics. I'm going to make a list. And then I want to know if any of you guys would help with doing like sharing one time over, if there's any topics you would want to share about. Find my pen. Y'all don't be shy. Okay, Deborah, let me unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
I said I would have to have like a whole bottle of Valor.
Oh my goodness, you're being modest. I need a whole bottle of Valor too, though. That is one oil I use daily for courage.
Absolutely.
So what kind of topics do you think your team is really looking like needs to hear, though?
Probably the closing and reaching out to people.
How people are reaching out?
Yes.
You guys, this is Deborah Gaines. She's in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. We're going to go there next month because First Steps to Success is there, and we're going to do a class with her team. So if you are going, y'all get to meet Deborah. She has her ticket too for First Steps. Mandy, how are you doing?
I have no voice.
Oh, you're the second person on here that doesn't. I know Wendy doesn't have a voice either. My talkers have no voice.
My little one's still awake.
Oh, it's late. My little ones are still up too.
She's the only one. But, yeah, so I have one girl, she's been building a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's almost there to hit senior star. And then I kind of made my mother-in-law a business builder. I just started putting people underneath of her, and she got a check in the mail and was like, "What is this?"
That is so awesome.
I'll pay for your oils. Because she was ordering the ninja so much, and that I was like, she can earn money from this. Why not? Because her order kept getting more and more expensive. every month. And she was always commenting on how she wasn't going to order like that. So I'm really close to hitting executive. Really
Yeah.
close. But I need to hit my M in the form. Like, I need to work on my form.
On your message.
Yeah, because I'll talk and then I'll be like, bye.
Yeah. Yes. Just go for it. Even, I mean, like, there's no like, okay, I'm not going to be scared. You just have to be like, look, I don't know if this is what you would want to do. I don't know if it would work for you, but will you check this out?
I did get a new member this month though. She used an oil at school and I'd been talking to her for a while and she finally joined because of the sale.
Awesome. Yeah, that sale was pretty sweet. Kelly was bragging on you earlier. I was talking to her. She said she was bragging on how well you're doing. Your team's great. You signed up someone. That's awesome. So my mother-in-law, when I got started, I started putting people under her because she's not going to do the business. Like, there's just certain people it's not. But why not bless your family if they're going to order anyways, and then that creates a leg for you. So her income is about $1,500 every month now. She has that residual income. Like, if something happens, we don't have to worry about her. If she ever needs like assisted living or whatever, it's going to continue to grow. So I love that you're helping your mother-in-law. You said your mother-in-law or your mom?
My mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. That's awesome. So we just saw Angie. Hey, you want to share with us, Angie? Let's see if I can unmute you. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. So we just had a
what do you?
Yeah, we just had a silver party for Angie and her team Friday night. We have less than a minute. So tell me real quick, what is like one topic your team would love to hear?
Presentation and form.
Presentation.
I think that would be, where we need the most work. Well, me anyway, but
I think those are awesome topics. Those are very good. All right, guys. Wendy wrote down all your names, so we're going to do a drawing. This is about to end. It says like less than a minute. So thank you for jumping on. Y'all schedule a call with me. I want to talk to each of y'all and just help you out. Let me know what I can do for you. And I'll talk to y'all this week, and we'll see you next week, 9 p.m. Thank you, guys.